You're the writer, or co-writer of Kartel's book, The Voice of Jamaican Ghetto.
Yes.
You're a co-writer on that?
Yes.
What was it like working with him? How much of it you wrote and how much he did?
I would just go straight 50-50. You know, the book is based on 10 of his songs. So he would give the songs from his perspective, he developed it. And what you find curious about Kartel songs, there are lots of academic points in there, a lot of historical facts, a lot of psychological, philosophical facts.
Oh, yeah.
So being in academia, you know, I did some studies in psychology and philosophy, and I was amazed how, you know, this dancehall artist was very versed in that. So we brought the two together and hit
Yes, because he seems to have a very good grasp of the social and political issues
and
in Jamaica.
A lot of people wonder how, you know, Kartel greatest or this big artist, but I think because he uses that idiom of dancehall and speaks to the masses in a way that they really feel. Because if you understand psychology, you can make people feel what you're saying. And I think that's what I think is unique about VYBZ KARTEL.
And it's been out for quite a while.
Yeah, it's been out 5 years. And if you pass through the airport today, after 5 years, still the bestseller.
And you visit him from time to time?
Yes.
Maybe more than anybody else. A lot of visits going on.
I know. As long as, you know, they're low, whatever they're low, yes, I make as many visits as I can.
What spirit is he in? What is he saying about things now?
You'll be amazed. I mean, every time you go in there, because someone you know well that's incarcerated, you think they'll be a little bit down or a little bit frustrated. Always spirits up. Start to ask me about.
He's upbeat?
Yeah, I always ask about myself and my family first before we get into any business discussion. Then, you know, all the other visitors is bigging up the world boss. He takes the time to big up everybody else.
Oh.
And so it's always surprising of how upbeat he would be, you know, keeping his spirits up, reading, you know, doing things to continue having his mind in the right place.
How does he feel about the tremendous influence he's garnered in dancehall? Where, so far as people bleaching and sounding like him and all of this, what is he saying?
I think you know, there's a chapter in the book about his thoughts on bleaching. I think there's some amount of vindication because remember, a lot of the time that he was there, he was really the most controversial and most loved and the most hated artist at the same time from two different spectrums. But a lot of what he talked about, in fact, if you look at the back of the book, Kartel wrote, if you ever see a young lady with an older man again and don't ask what's going on, that was copyrighted in 2011. Now, today we have Me Too. Kartel was talking about domestic and child abuse and those things those years. So what you find amazing is that some of the things that, you know, he had sung about, some of his topics are now being revealed today. And I find it very curious. I mean, even the thing about decolonization and you know, us becoming a republic. Those are some of the things that Kartel talk about. And it's amazing when we see 2-3 years later, in a different sphere, like, whoa. But he mentioned this years ago. You know, it's kind of fascinating how he can do that.
So what are some of the things you would like to say he wants to get off his chest at the moment? What would he say to the space, the dancehall space right now, if he's got a big microphone and could just speak to all of them? What are some of the things he would want to say?
Song, Dancehall Forever, I think he feels that dancehall is the voice of the ghetto, it's the culture of the ghetto, and he would like us in the dancehall space to keep preserving it.
And those who are using his likeness and his image to promote themselves, he says.
I mean, he knows that, you know, one of the best ways to show respect is to copy in some way. The only thing that I know that he'd prefer, if some acknowledgement would be given, he's very pro get a youth eating a food, to use that term. So he wants people to achieve.
But he wants that nice
to, because
give him prop.
Yes, if you notice, you know, if he did that song Terry Gans, he big up Terry Gans in the song when he said outlaw. And he said he mentioned another song in the interlude, all the artists that become before him. Even the ones that he would have a falling out with, he still shows them props. He doesn't understand these new artists that don't want to give the veterans props.
All right, so I'm going to call 3 names. 1, Alkaline. What is he saying about Alkaline?
No comments.
What is he saying about Popcorn?
No, generally speaking, if that is ever brought up, which he doesn't want to talk about it. It's not important to him right now.
Okay.
No, that's important.
Tommy Lee?
Not important. He does, not to disrespect them, but in his space, you know, his family, the business. I mean, we have a clothing line, we have a publishing. Those things are most important to him and family. He doesn't feed into beefs in there. He would never. I mean, even if I say, did you hear what happened? Remember that sting when Black Ryan and MD, I don't worry about it.
His father, Bounty Killer.
Yeah.
What did he say about Killer?
It was a respect.
He respect Killer?
It was a respect.
Yeah.
But he doesn't ever want to get into beefs or anything. He just wants to focus on the business. He doesn't entertain anything. Even if I think that something happened that he didn't hear about, I think it's important. Let's move on.
The incarceration of Ninja Man, were you able to get his comment on that?
No, I haven't seen him since.
You haven't seen him since Ninja's incarceration?
No, I haven't seen him since.
Or conviction, the conviction of Ninja Man?
No.
Nothing yet?
No.
His trial, how does he feel about his upcoming appeal trial?
Very confident, very confident. You know, I sat in court from November 18, 19, so I would have seen some things that people outside had not, and I would imagine that some of these things will come up in the appeal. And if you were in court every day and see some of the things that probably not in the media, then you'll be confident too. So I'm very confident if there's any justice in Jamaica, that come this summer, you know, Adidja Palmer will be on the road. So
you're also the publisher, only the publisher of this, the Road to Zion, the Road to Zion by the Twins. What's in it? What's in this package?
It's Patrick Gainer's amazing life story about the experiences of him and his brother through life, through dancehall. It deals with the death of his son, Zion.
Oh, yes.
Whereas VYBZ KARTEL's book is, you know, almost a hypothetical of what happens, a story of ghetto. Patrick Gainer is a real story.
And this has been out for, 3 years now, right?
I think we're about 2 years and something.
2 years plus, yes.
Yeah,
and so is it doing?
It's doing good. More international than local.
You know, Michael Dawson, it's hard to say, to thank you, sir, and get you on the stage. We could talk forever. You so like the man to talk to all the while about some of these issues in dancehall. You're on top of it, my friend. Thank you. Appreciate it, and congratulations to your great work.
Thank you. Thank you for having us.
All right, so.